Hi, everybody. Chris Englebert with Englebert Financial Advisers in Allentown, Pennsylvania, with a weekly QCast update. I have a rather serious topic to talk about today, so I want to get right to it. And you can see by my headline, I'm going to be talking about marital financial infidelity. Now, this is a phenomena that's really kind of accelerated the last couple of years, obviously because of the pandemic, people working from home, and obviously people changing jobs and having to deal with financial stress over the last couple of years. So let's talk about what marital financial infidelity is and why it's so devastating to a family. Now, I'm not going to make judgment calls as to how people that are in relationships manage their money. In the old days, you had people commingle their accounts right off the bat. But nowadays, the phenomena over the last 20 years is for marriage partners to keep their money separate and then maybe have a joint account that they fund and put money into to pay bills, etc. However, it does beg the question about why do people have individual accounts? And many times you can see it dangerously tip over to marital financial infidelity. Now, what do I mean by that? The signs of marital financial infidelity, the big ones are secret bank accounts that your spouses don't know about, secret credit cards that people don't know about either, and secret charging that goes on. And really what's happened the last couple of years is that a lot of people have gone to online banking or online statements. So rather than statements getting put in the mail every month and getting sent out and people opening the mail, what's happening is that in order to save the trees, people have gone to statements via email. Well, that's a problem because what ends up happening is those statements typically get sent to only one email address. So the other spouse may not even be aware of a credit card or a investment account that's been opened in the other spouse's name. The other thing that obviously accounts for it is excess spending. So all of a sudden new golf clubs show up, or somebody buys a new car. Hey, honey, how did we afford that new car when we've had the other car around that was on its last legs? Or, for example, wiping out retirement accounts without the other spouse knowing about it. Nowadays, when somebody changes a job and a 401k, 457, or 403b gets rolled over to an IRA, the spouses have to sign acknowledging that this money is getting rolled over. But many times, taking money out of a retirement account, such as an IRA, the other spouse may not have any idea about what's happening because you can hook those IRA accounts up to an individual checking account and have the money automatically transferred there. So how does it affect families? Well, in some cases, it can be very devastating. And the reason being, retirement accounts get wiped out totally. One spouse may not be working for a period of time, and in rather confessing the fact that they're underemployed or unemployed, they just keep dipping into retirement savings, which obviously is going to affect the family in the long term. The other thing is the overpayment of taxes. We've seen spouses not talk to each other about how much money they're making and how much money they're putting into 401ks, 457s, or 403bs. Sometimes high earning spouses aren't even putting any money into a retirement plan, and that causes the family tax return to get hit with a large tax payment when instead you could be putting money into your retirement account and saving money on taxes. The other thing that happens is you get poor credit scores. So a lot of people have been refinancing their homes the last couple of years, and all of a sudden they're amazed by the fact that they can't get a good refinancing rate or even refinance their property because their credit scores are so low because somebody's not been paying a secret credit card, or somebody has taken out numerous credit cards that have caused dings on the credit score. Now, what's even worse than that is the inability to pay bills. Sometimes one spouse that has their own account says, hey, I don't have any money left. I'm not going to fund the joint account that we pay the bills out of, and credit card bills go unpaid, mortgages go unpaid. It's really a sad situation for a family. So what do you do about it? And again, this video is not meant to be a judgment video. This video is to talk about something that's a very serious topic. So one of the things that we've done for clients that have come in, or people that are looking to work with us that have come in, is we do a discovery process. The easiest way to find out information is to review your tax returns. If you're a spouse that says to the other spouse, hey, you handle the taxes, I'm just going to sign it, don't do that. Look at your tax return, because every taxable account produces a 1099 that shows dividends and interest. So all of a sudden you may see a bank account that you're not familiar with that's producing some interest, that was paid out for the year. And you can then begin to ask questions like, where is this bank account and how much money is in it? You need to access all of the online accounts now. So many times, if it's an individual retirement account, one spouse has to give another spouse permission in order to access and view that individual retirement account. We strongly suggest you do that so you can keep track of what's going on with your retirement plans out there. The other thing you want to do, and maybe you have to do it the old-fashioned way, is request paper credit card statements and paper bank statements. So if you can't get online access, you can still get paper credit card and paper bank statements. Now, a lot of people, a lot of married couples, there's taboo about talking about money, or there's other interplay that goes on in a relationship. What we're really stressing here is that you've got to make sure that the family is financially secure into the future, and that marital financial infidelity isn't the cause for the demise of your family. So I know it's a serious topic. We wanted to bring it to people's attention because we think it's a very important topic. And unfortunately, we think it's a lot more prevalent than what people realize. We hope you've given some tips. Again, we want this to be a positive experience. We want to have everybody have transparency and have a common goal to set up your financial future for your family. That's all we have for this week for the QCast update. We want to thank the crew again for doing it for us. We'll be back next week.